back then. When Jay came with the In My Lifetime and Dead Presidents, I wasn't a fan of those records in particular. When he came with the record with Mary J. Blige, Can't Knock the Hustle, I thought it was a lazy record when I first heard it. I'm like, oh, they freaked that sample, they got Mary in the hook. But something, I don't remember how I got the album, Reasonable Doubt. I don't remember if I bought it or I listened to it. Like those 3 songs, to me, are the weakest songs on that record. You know, and the singles that he released to get people to pay attention didn't catch my ear. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard Reasonable Doubt, I remember calling everybody I know, especially songs like The Evils, 22 Twos, Live With Your Regrets, you know, Feeling It. I remember calling everybody I know, like, yo, you gotta get this Jay-Z album. I never heard anything like this. And but it was that album. I'm a more album-oriented artist, I think, and it's just that album, you know, was the same for me as, you know, hearing Nas' first album or hearing, you know, Snoop Dogg's first album. Was, you know, certain first albums you hear that Reasonable Doubt did it.
Do you talked about being around cats like Jay-Z in the early days. Do you remember any of, like, you mentioned that moment. Are there any other moments of ciphers you were in, you know, being at NYU, underground radio shows? Are there any specific memories you have of just random times where the people who those people turned out to be, it was just ridiculous that they were all rhyming together at the same time?
Well, you know, there was a separate, like what Jay and them was doing, like Uptown was different than what we were doing downtown in Brooklyn. So when you had the Jay-Z and the Camerons and the Big L's, and even though Jay was from Brooklyn, he was going uptown, involved in all the battles, and that was more of a street element that you see in like a Smack DVD or you see in like a Fight Club right now. Whereas where I was coming at was more of a downtown, bohemian, Washington Square Park type of thing. And it was just a different mentality. Like, you know, yeah, I mean, I used to do a Stretchy Bobino show. I used to do the NYU show with, was it Martin Moore? Is that right? Martin Moore? You know, I used to just participate in Wetlands. I used to be at Wetlands, I used to be at Tramps, I used to be at the Knitting Factory, SOBs. The first time I ever got on stage and did my own set was a Lyricist Lounge at SOBs, like Q-Tip hosted. It was me, Rod Digger, and my man Problems was performing. You know, and it's like, I think I still got pictures of that.
Problems, of course, you ran with Black Attack and Fashion. So when did it start becoming like the real deal? Because the Rawkus thing kind of crept up. You put out the single, the 2000 Seasons Fortified Live, and that caught, you know, underground buzz. When did it start like transitioning to like, oh damn, I'm actually becoming a professional rapper. This is for real.
You know, as far as my family is Fortified Live, the fact that I can have a piece of vinyl with my picture on it, that was good enough. Then it's like, okay, you really doing this for real, you know? It became real with Stress Magazine. Shout out to like Clyde and my man Ket. They had the magazine Stress, which was heavy on hip hop culture, heavy on graffiti culture, and they did a cover story on Rawkus, and they put a piece of vinyl on the cover of the magazine. It was the Definition vinyl, and the story was about me and Kool Keith and Sir Menelik and Shabam Sadiq and Company Flow and Mos Def, and Funkmaster Flex started playing that little piece of vinyl that they put on the cover. And that was it. Like, that was the first time Rawkus, Hot 97 was playing a Rawkus record. And that was a big deal because I'll keep it real with you. Like, before Flex got involved in that record, it was like, fuck Hot 97. You know, like, that's what the vibe was.
Of course.
Fuck Master Flex, fuck Hot 97. They don't support us. That's not even what we doing. It was the Company Flow, independent as fuck. We're not even on that, you know? And then Flex played that record, and then he played Simon Says next. And then it's like, yo, Big Dog Pitbulls, that's what it's about. Like, they switched immediately, you know? And it's almost like the dude who's outside of the club, like, man, fuck that club, I don't even want to go in there anyway. Sir. Right, and then you come in, and then you know, making it rain when you come in, you know? So, I mean, they were just, you know, but that was, you know, that was a good moment. It was that year that happened, that we put out the Black Star. We came out, you know, we came out the same day as Tribe Called Quest, Outkast, Brand Nubian. I think it was September 28th, 1998, we dropped that out.
Does anybody else remember that day buying those albums? Because like I was a freshman in college, and like we all made the trip in College Park, Maryland. We all made the trip to the store to buy all those albums. I had to commit to a few. I didn't have that much money. But Black Star and Love Movement made my first day cuts.
Thank you. We sold 30,000 records that day, man. That's my first first week out was 30,000 records, which that's you know that's great right these days.
These days, and for something that was pure underground, you know. Yo, Jake Perry, can we hear a little bit of Quality on Definition? This verse means a lot.